That's quite
Do
enough.
not test me. Suppose I'll wander about, see what's doing.
Lots to do. Look as long as you please.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. Have you divined aught of the false sovereign, your Majesty? This appears to be a bill calling for the arrest of a man named Dara. But hold a moment. Does this man's countenance not bear an uncanny resemblance to that of the false sovereign? I see. If your Majesty is certain that the two are one and the same, then I am convinced as well. However, I'm afraid this paper alone does not constitute sufficient proof. Ah, but of course. I surmise your Majesty intends to post the bill and invite suspicion. A clever plan. The Queen Regent will be forced to deny any connection to our new sovereign, yet will be unable to remove the bill from the public eye. Furthermore, 'twill serve as an attestation to Dara's existence, which shall remain an undeniable truth till the man resurfaces. And all the while, the doubts lurking in the hearts of the citizenry will continue to deepen. A clever ploy indeed. I shall attend to this matter personally. I've no doubt that this bill will prove its worth in due course. You have my gratitude, your Majesty. Your aid has...
That thief maester's a capable sort. I'd wager this will make life rather difficult for the Queen Regent.
Take it easy today.
It was a fascinating tale those soldiers outside the palace were discussing.
Oh, did it pertain to the Queen Regent and an important personage, perchance?
Good tidings, friend. How have you been keeping? As for me, I made the most of my week-long sojourn. One might even say I enjoyed myself overmuch. You see, I grew so fond of the destination my feet carried me off to, methinks I should like to live there. And that's when I thought, mayhap you've grown just as fond of this dwelling. Fond enough to purchase it from me? I can't just give it to you, mind. I've my relocation costs to consider, but I'd sell it to you cheap as I can afford. Well, friend, what say you? Much obliged, friend. I hope you're as pleased with our deal as I am. This little dwelling's all yours now. Suppose I'd best be off. I've my own home to get to. I hope you'll be happy here, friend. Farewell.
Oh, how I've longed to embrace my bedroll. served one master who had every pawn change vocation upon a whim. It was a bit befuddling, but each to their own. Should we hunt a few monsters to start the day off?
Off we go, then.
A new day, a new perspective.
Gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller. And should my tale entertain you? Nay. Even if it shouldn't, I would greatly appreciate a coin or two to soothe my throat with a mug of ale.
Mayhap this ladder is here for a reason.
After you.
Welcome to Bjorn's Armory, and quality's what you need if you want to survive. So before you check the price, just remember, looking for a craftsman. I'm a master of my trade. If quality's your concern, you're in the right place. Hope to see you again.
Understood. I shall proceed ahead.
I'm in no hurry to leave. What am I to do with myself all day?
This place always puts me at ease. A welcome respite from all that
Sometimes
hustle
I
and
wonder if I'd be
bustle.
better off a hermit.
Little enough gold to spend as 'tis.
Seems naught ever goes right. Well, is rooted in the soil of land.
A few hours and trouble.
Welcome to the Star Drop-In. We serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I... Come back any time. Well met, sir. Fancy a gander? Fine wares all. Welcome to the Star... We serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall... Come back any time.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. For some time now, 'twas said that the false sovereign was recovering from his battle wounds, but as I hear it, he is now well enough to walk unaided. And so, in honor of his supposed valor, they have been holding masquerade in the palace of late. The false sovereign's identity is still beyond our ken. Even the matter of from where he hails remains a mystery. But mayhap approaching the false sovereign at one of these gatherings could afford you a glimpse into the man behind the mask. What say you, Your Majesty? My thanks. Some of the sentries posted at the masquerades are under my command. I shall have them ease security, so pray, slip into the venue through whatever opening presents itself. Once your infiltration is successful, you will need only don a mask and act the part of an invitee. Few will think to be wary if they believe you a fellow masquerader. Here, this should suffice to help you blend in. Take care, Your Majesty. Ah, there is one other thing. Masquerades being as they are, you will require suitable raiment. Much is made of appearances at such gatherings, and 'twould be wisest to dress the part when joining the other revelers. There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen or shall change once we have attended the coronation. If your Majesty has any unfinished business to attend to, 'tis best you do so before we depart. Very well. The coronation is to take place on the morrow. We shall depart early in the morn, so your Majesty would do well to get a good night's rest.
Master, pray leave this place. My body, it refuses to obey me. There is a voice within my mind. It commands me, sways my very will.
Sways your will? Could it be that the gods sway? We must quit this place, Your Majesty. I fear our plans may fall to naught. Let us return to the tavern. We've been had. The false sovereign commanded the pawns at the coronation, proving his own power as Arisen. According to Regent King Sven, the pretender was wearing some sort of lavish necklace at the time. I imagine this artifact is the godsway mentioned in that letter. Perchance 'tis a tool that grants power akin to that of the true Arisen. Alas, Unless we find some way to unmake this Godsway's power, proving your Majesty's legitimacy shall be difficult indeed. Allow me to speak to the agent we captured some days past. Perchance he knows aught of use.
Never could I have imagined such an outcome. What manner of artifact is this Godsway? I suppose 'tis pointless to ponder. Let us await the results of Captain Brant's investigation.
I suppose 'tis so.
There's a ladder here.
Perhaps new discoveries await us above.
There's adventure to be had if we succeed. Anywhere's better than the middle of a crowd. This place is awful dull. Can't complain.
Do you know how long you'll be? I only ask. So that I might adopt the most effective stance to recuperate my strength.
'Tis not our place to hurry the Arisen.
Mayhap I really would have been better off a baker.
The masquerade is already underway, sir. 'Twill be a long night. Longer still for those of us on guard.
You're far from your station, are you not?
I was bored out my skull guarding the palace. At least here I can listen to some courtly music. Makes the hours go by that much quicker, see?
You ought not to abandon your post.
I may have to nobles that come to my
It's
charms.
just about anywhere.
A fine place to sit and gather one's on all sides.
Can't wait for the new equipment to come in.
Another fancy.
Why, you're... No. Pay me no mind.
We who are gathered here are naught but nameless nobles. 'Twould be uncouth to inquire after another's identity.
So, tell me more of this ox cart.
I find it liberating to hide my face for a time.
Let us forget the dragon and dance the night away.
Our first sovereign in decades. At last, we will see the end of the age of proxies.
Another ale can't make my dancing any worse.
Perhaps a breath of fresh air. I am all of a diver. What is life?
Is there aught you require?
Would seem our sovereign has recovered enough to walk.
These festivities are part and parcel of our station.
Twouldn't do to meddle in each other's affairs here.
You were posted in front of the passage yesterday, aye?
I'm a tad preoccupied just now, if you can't tell.
Such quietude is a blessing.
What is life without a little spice?
Breadth of knowledge is no less important than depth.
I'm in it now. No sense getting cold feet. It's a thankless job, this.
Oh dear. I'm falling asleep.
Would that all my days.
Naught compares to a real battle.
A welcome respite from all that hustle and bustle.
Naught compares to a real battle.
Everyone who dances with me complains of sore feet.
I do wonder who's behind the mask, but I shan't pry. Surely it wasn't my affairs of which they whispered.
Have you heard? There's to be more restrictions on goods traded with Batar. Apparently, even privately owned items will come to be curtailed soon.
How dreadful!
I have some servants ferrying things over from Batar. Mayhap I ought to hasten them along.
This is perchance you've heard. The coronation is soon to be held, it seems. The Sovereign, wounded in glorious combat with the dragon, is recovered at last. No tidings could be more joyous. Indeed, 'tis a weight off my heart to think that our fair Vermund shall once again be governed by a true ruler.
Such quietude.
I find
is
dressing
blessing.
for these occasions awfully tedious.
Would that all my days. Dull days for us are assigned that all.
Nice place,
Well.
this.
Why, you're... No. Pay me no mind. We who are gathered here are naught but nameless nobles. 'Twould be uncouth to inquire after another's identity.
My sword arm could use some work. I'd sooner stay out of battle, were it possible.
Ah, the perfect spot to sit and think a while.
Spice.
Ah, the perfect spot to sit and think a while.
I only pray my watch finishes without incident.
Here I might reflect upon my affairs in peace.
I pray
Captain
no
will have
more
waited
to
for us
this.
to keep another patrol.
Here I might reflect.
I find dressing for these occasions awful.
I ought to find someone to buy me a drink.
Is there nary a chance?
I only pray my watch finishes without incident. I only pray my watch finishes without incident. Tight. I can kick just about anywhere. I only pray my watch finishes without incident.
A welcome respite from all those...
Must hold out till someone comes to relieve me. Nothing else where I stand. Fancy a kip, but not at the expense of my duty.
Well now, you're...
What is it? Has something happened?
We have it on good authority that a suspicious individual passed through here.
We need to scour the area.
Well, scour all you like. You won't find
In here.
I've been here the whole time.
Open up!
Open this door right now. We're coming in. Get out! Out of here!
dressed rather austerely for a patron.
My humblest apologies, Lady Wilhelmina. We've had reports of an unseemly character in the vicinity, you see, and...
Preposterous. I was out front till but a moment ago, and I did not see so much as a shadow.
Be that as it may.
You are excused. Leave this place, ere you invite our noble host's wrath upon yourself. I will summon you if aught is amiss.
Pray forgive the intrusion.
And what business have you here? In the nobles' playground? Hmm? You've the face of someone in search of a juicy morsel. Would you be looking for this, perchance?
Come on, then. Keep pouring. Do you take me for some green lad who can't handle his cups? I'm your damned king, and a king deserves royal treatment.
Of course, Your Majesty.
Tell us, Your Majesty, would you prefer more drink, or shall we find some other way to amuse ourselves?
Aye. Let's change things up.
I believe I cautioned you to keep your drunken revelry in check, lest you forget these celebrations of your valor are but a pretense for more serious matters.
I know. I do. It's just I get poison in here and things happen is all.
You need only serve as our false king until Sven becomes consul. Till then, however, you do well to remember that your role demands a certain degree of dignity. I trust you understand your position, Your Majesty.
Nay, I mean I. As you say, I'll go and sober up.
Why not remove yours as well? This is not the masquerade hall, and we now find ourselves quite alone. What say we dispense with such pretenses and speak openly with one another, Lord Phasus?
That will do. If you're discovered, yours won't be the only head that rolls. What is your purpose here, I wonder? If you came to learn of the Sovereign, then 'tis as you have seen. The man is naught but a ale-swilling pretender propped up by the Queen Regent. Of course, that begs the question. If he's a mere mummer, then where might our true Arisen be? You'd best go. I'll do what I can to help you make your escape. Come see me in my bordlery, whene'er you're so inclined. I'll instruct my attendants to send you straight to me.
Living's hard, but dreams are free, I say.
I hope I've not left aught undone. Seems my humming would be unwelcome. My bed calls, and I shan't
Whatever am I to do? What a delightful breeze.
Greetings. Faring well, I hope.
Myself drawn to quiet spots.
Whatever am I to do?
Wonder if anyone else shares my sorrows.
Let me think on this.
So this is where you were, Master. I searched high and low for you.
party is reunited. Surely we can ask for no more than that.
I can't go on like this.
Our soldiers need better training. Will someone do aught about this? I've more time than I know how to spend.
Time to hit the sack.
This ladder can take us to new heights.
After you, Arisen.
There's no debilitation a curative cannot mend.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. Well, well. He is merely Disa's puppet then. 'Tis likely that he knows naught of her schemes. Even were he to be removed, I suspect some other would simply be made to take his place. But if there's aught that compels my attention, 'tis this other man you mention. Phases, was it? He seems a man of import, and yet I have never heard of him. Pray, allow me to investigate this matter further. You've done well, Your Majesty. Thank you.
So, the false sovereign, Queen Regent Disa, and this Faces fellow are all working together. Quite the sordid trio, eh?
This is beyond me, I'm afraid.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim. If the information we pry from the agent is to be believed, there is a place in Batal devoted to the study of arts most queer. I believe it is worthy of investigation. Should fortune smile upon us, Your Majesty may even discover some method of undoing the Godsway's hold over the pawns. Yet official dealings twixt Vermund and Batal are suspended, and 'tis no simple matter to gain passage through the latter's fortress. Fortunately for us, however, the agent was hiding this on his person. I bid you take it. 'Tis an entry permit, allowing passage through Batal's fortress. It even bears the crest of the Batali Palace. It must have been commissioned by someone with great influence. I doubt any would dare impede your passage with such an item in your possession. There is one other thing, Your Majesty. With the permit came information I found most intriguing. An oracle who once served in the Vermundian court now resides in Batal. This oracle foretold the coming of the Arisen and was banished from the kingdom when her prophecy displeased the Queen Regent. Indeed, 'twas by this same oracle's power that the agent in question came to know of Your Majesty's whereabouts. The oracle knows much of the Arisen. Should you make her acquaintance, she may be able to offer you aid during your infiltration.
Mayhap a noble will succumb to my charms. Since I heard his
getting proper rest is an important duty in its own right. A good sleep does.
You the Arisen? I've been looking for you. Sven wants to meet with you. Says he'll be waiting in his quarters.
Still a while to go before we ship sail. My fur stands on end.
Lots to do.
I might nod off if I'm not careful.
How am I to pay these debts? Living die. But dreams are free, I say.
Gather round! Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller.
Mayhap this ladder is here for a reason.
Perhaps new discoveries await us above.
Have you business with the guild, sir? I should be glad to assist you.
Come again!
Fire won't do much good here. Best try and...
Methinks the fiend felt that. Just a few more for good measure.
Show them what for!
To rush. Bugger this.
Get a load of that!
Over so soon? Why? We seem to have come through unscathed.
I've no time for you now. Leave me be.
Welcome.
Have you business with the guild, sir? I should be glad to assist you.
Always a pleasure.
Whoa.
Now here's look as long as you can.
Gather round! Treat your ears to a tale by